Hello, I'm Brandon Fink. Uh, my daughter, Khaleesi Fink, 2 summers ago was in Wisconsin with her mother whenever a vehicle driven by U.S. Senator Janet Bewley, who retired now, on the American taxpayer's dime, T-boned them at an intersection, pulled out, hit them, and took my daughter's life and her mother. Bewley was the day after her cataract surgery, the day after eye surgery. And of course, there was nothing that came out about her restrictions or anything till after Christmas of that, over 6 months, where and then it changed like 3 times until it fit their narrative of what happened. But truth is, we all know if it would have cleared her, if something would have cleared her then, if she wasn't on a 24-hour restriction, she was on the way to the appointment at the time of the accident to get cleared to drive. But, first it went from that to the DA just talked to the doctor, and the doctor just said, no restrictions. Just didn't give her any restrictions. Literally everybody that gets that surgery gets 24-hour restrictions. Yeah. And then all of a sudden it changes after the DA comes out and claims that he's not pressing any charges on Bewley. Then all of a sudden it was a 24-hour exact thing. She didn't have to go get cleared to drive, and it was just like an hour and a half or 2 past that 24 hours, so she's in the clear. I just think that's bullshit from the beginning. Like I said, if she wouldn't have been on that 24-hour restriction at the beginning, it shouldn't have been driving right then until she got cleared to drive that day. They would have said that. That would have came out right then. Anyhow, she was driving the day after eye surgery. She had mystery meds in her system. My guess is probably narcotics, probably painkillers for her surgery. I don't know that. That is just speculation. But, the DA, whenever I talked to him on the phone, he admitted to me that Janet Bewley failed a drug test. He admitted that to me. My lawyer, who would probably lie about it, I'm telling you, I'm getting there, was on the phone too. I tried to record that phone call because I knew it was going to be shit. And my phone wouldn't let me. Usually if I press the little 3 dots up there, it says record, it didn't pop up whenever I was on this call. Anyhow, yeah, he admitted to me that she failed a drug test. Well, whenever the release of information, or lack of release of information, came out, it didn't have the prescription toxicology. The one that he said she failed? No, it showed the one that tested for like THC and meth and all that, and some other one, but the prescription one just magically isn't in that folder like it never happened. And not only was this the day after eye surgery and her on some kind of mystery meds, she was on a phone interview during the accident, okay? And they're saying that, that's not distraction. Nope, not distracting at all. I've done a YouTube thing and stuff like that, and I've done interviews. Interviews are not just a simple, oh, hey, honey, you're out of milk, I'm going to pick it up on the way home, no problem. No, you have to think and concentrate on your answers and what you're saying, especially if you're someone as concerned about your public image as she is. But according to the system, no, she couldn't have been distracted. Not the day after eye surgery, on prescription medication, and on an interview. No. But instead, Alyssa was speeding and on some legal vape pen, and so, that couldn't have been Bewley's. She had nothing to do with it. That woman shouldn't have been on the road for multiple reasons, and if she wouldn't have been on the road, this wouldn't have happened. That's a flat out end to it. But yet she escaped her day in court. She escaped her day of having to look in my freaking eyes because of that right there, what I just told, is the long and short of it. The way this, I apologize. Usually if I do a video, I'll try and make a script and all that. I can't. This stuff is, no one should have to talk about this. No one should have to make these videos. It sucks. And yeah, it makes me a little bit freaking manic. And I'm tired of hiding it and being quiet. But yes, anyhow. So, DA, just that my if you really like want to see any of this for yourself, that's the thing, is you can't. And that right there is how you can just know something's up. The public release of information. I got everything that we could get from my lawyers on a thumb drive. There was like 4 files. There was the toxicologies, missing the one. There was like the fire policeman's statement, the initial report, like one other thing. That's it. There should have been witness statements. There was, in the DA's statement, there was one witness that saw Alyssa speeding before the accident. Nick picked that out. Like, you should have seen this DA's statement. I made a video about it. It was so biased. It was supposed to prove that we should be able to push charges on Bewley. And he did nothing but just the opposite. Like, you can read and it is just stated to sound like the opposite completely. He was trying to just let her off. But yeah, of course, like I said, they pointed out the vape pen and the speeding, but didn't say crap about Bewley stuff. And like, oh, the restriction, but, you know, that was over all of a sudden by then. It was just over. And yeah, but the way it all, sorry. So, I'm going to rewind, go a little bit more detail on that, and then I'd like to talk about my lawyers. So the accident happened. First things first, and this is just, you know, it's the holidays. And I hope people like the Ashland, Wisconsin police chief, Janet of Cures, DA Meany from Ashland, my lawyers, I just hope you all have very happy holidays with your frickin' families that you get to be around while I'm sitting here crying in front of an urn. But this happened. Cops show up at my door, tell me, give me the number to the Ashland Police Department. They wouldn't tell me crap. They would tell me nothing at all. I actually had to find out days later. I went to my first time going to the funeral home to start making arrangements. And at that time, yeah, I got a call or text. My aunt saw it in an article that there was a senator involved. That's how I found out. The cops wouldn't even tell me. Didn't even tell me. I had to find out like that. Never got handcuffed. Didn't have to spend one night away from her family. Not one. And you know, that's why I still can't sleep at night. Like, I just feel like I failed my daughter so very hard, not being able to get any justice at all whenever it was just so clearly, blatantly obvious. And I keep on seeing Trump saying that if he wins, he's going to go prosecute everybody that's been part of this corruption over the last 3 years. Well, please help me blow this up, because I'd love him to see this, and I'd love to see this be brought back up if he would win. Yeah, cops wouldn't tell me nothing at first. Ended up hearing it from my aunt. Got a lawyer, all that. And like the day, months pass, and like 2 or 3 days after it comes out publicly that I was pressing a criminal suit on Bewley, all of a sudden, the information that the police had was leaked accidentally to different, I don't know who all, media, obviously, because they got a hold of it, and Bewley's people, and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, and she took that and ran, because up till then it was just, she killed my daughter in an accident. And this, though, it said the mom had the THC pen in the car and had whatever in her system. It was a gas station pen. She was, that shit's in your system for like 30 days. And yeah, and was speeding. And again, that completely just cancels out the fact that Janet shouldn't have even been on the road, because she was most likely on restriction that they're lying and all that about. Was on meds that she shouldn't have been driving on. I've seen friends of mine get DUIs for less. And yeah, and was on this phone interview. Completely just none of that matters. Nope, couldn't be her fault whatsoever. Not even enough to make it worth going to court, according to my own lawyers, which I didn't know till it was too late on that. They strung me right along, man. Edgar Snyder and Associates, please. They'll get money for you. They'll get the easiest dollar they can. They will not fight for you. Not if it looks like a hard fight. Christine. Oh! This woman she gave me the whole, I have you. I'm a mother. And so I have kids. So I understand that, you know, like, I will fight for you because this is not cool. I'm going to do everything I can. I have a text message I could show you and just sit here and scroll and scroll and scroll of me sending them messages saying, dude, we got to talk about this Eric guy from Gruber and Gruber in Wisconsin they stuck me with. Like, I even said at one point, like, I want him fired. I'm like, fire him. I said that. Ignored. No, he's good guy. No, we've worked with them before. They're good. I told her, this guy is straight up on their side. I could tell every time he talked to me. He asked me the one, like, you really think Bewley could even be a little bit responsible? I was like, dude, she shouldn't have been on the road for several reasons. Yeah, I believe she's responsible. Yeah, I believe if she wouldn't have been on the road that day, like she shouldn't have been, that this shouldn't have happened. But it was clear that he was not on our side. And I told him this. Message after message. I started looking up reviews showing how crappy that law firm was and sent them the reviews time and time again. Just ignored. They would pop up once every 3 weeks or so and she would like try and calm me down, claim she'd talk to him, which I found out she never did about that crap anyhow. Because one day after she got kicked off a phone call we were on, I brought it up. Christine's supposed to, I told her to fire your ass and she wouldn't. And he was completely blown away. Had no idea. Had not talked. As far as he knew, I hadn't said one negative thing about him. So she literally played the I will not let anything happen bad because I have children card while holding a freaking dagger behind her back, just ready to freaking delve it in. She didn't do shit. She was lazy. I begged, literally begged. I could show you the text message. I don't know. I'm probably going to get sued for this. Just, lawyer confidentiality or some crap. Who knows? But anyhow, yeah, that's my lawyers. That's what they did. And the whole time this crap is happening, so this leak happens. The police, they get this. Bewley takes that and run. And I start raising questions back then to Eric from Gruber and Gruber. And he kept on giving me line after line, and I could tell it was lies. I even pointed that out to Christine, too. He just thought I was stupid. He'd use stuff like, the DAs are Republican and she's a Democrat, so they have no reason to go after, to help each other or protect each other. People in the system wouldn't do that. Are you telling me that every NFL player don't ever go out and party with anybody on a different team? They all just freaking hate each other? No. That's bullcrap. That's such a bullcrap line that he fed to me time and time again, Eric from Gruber and Gruber in Wisconsin. Please stay away from them for your own good. And yeah, he just kept on. The worst things got after that, it was the beginning of the next year, 22. And The DA couldn't give a response at first because he had not had the medical information and the stuff talking about the eye surgery from the doctors and whatnot. So we waited till after Christmas for him to quote unquote get that. But then once he gets it, that's what he was waiting for, and he didn't even look at it. He admitted it. He had no idea what was in that file because I asked him. He just simply talked to the doctor. For all I know, they were playing golf and chit-chatted about it. But the DA talked to the doctor. The doctor said, nope, I just didn't give her any restrictions at all. She's the first human ever to not get a freaking 24-hour restriction because she's a Wisconsin senator, an old wasp. That's all I can tell. It's the only reasons I can see. And so, Bewley was let to retire while all this crap was happening. She was allowed to retire on the U.S. taxpayers' dime. That kills me every day, knowing that any bit of, I mean, I guess it's a different state, but I mean, it don't even matter. It's just disgusting that there are other people's money paying for this woman's rich and happy retirement. She should be paying for my rich and happy in freaking retirement, and I'm only not even 40 years old. But no, she didn't have to pay shit. Not a thing. Her insurance shelled out a little bit, not much. She didn't, nothing. Didn't affect her life at all. But, yeah. So, yeah, that came out, and it was, you know, then I really started questioning the lawyer and all that, and of course, Christine just gave me, oh, no, he's cool. DA, yeah. The DA didn't even look at that crap. Then his statement came out, and like I said, it was just so obviously one-sided against Callie and her mom whenever it was supposed to be about finding Bewley guilty. It didn't even try that. And I kept on asking my lawyers, like, look at this. This is obviously, like, unfreaking whatever. This is the opposite. If this was homework, the teacher would have gave it to them and said, you obviously misunderstood the freaking assignment. Go do this again. Because it was the complete opposite of what it was supposed to be. But it didn't matter. Whatever these people say just goes. It's disgusting. And yeah, it was just a big debacle. The whole thing was just ridiculous. And yeah, I'm sorry for putting this out so close to the holidays, but you know, it is close to the holidays. And I hurt. And I just hope that all these other people are happy with themselves. I hope they're sleeping well at night. But, yeah. That was, my biggest point here I wanted to say to people is I guess I kind of ended up covering everything, but don't go to Edgar Synder and Associates, please. Please. Pay somebody, make yourself, do whatever you got to do to pay somebody that's actually going to help and fight for you and not just ignore you completely. I see these commercials that Christine is like the future head of the company or whatever. He's Edgar Snyder's right-hand woman. She's just all that. That woman is a backstabber. I hope she feels good with, of course, the money she got from my case, buying presents for her frickin' children and crap. But, yeah, so I'm really, I guess that's about it. I think I've covered everything. Proof-wise, you know, that's the whole point. It's cover-up. There is none. They just didn't release anything. There was, like, no witness statements. And, like I said, I know that there was witnesses there. I know that there were shop owners that saw this that was just so disgusted by Bewley's actions as soon as it happened. They wanted to see something done to her. But not a thing. Not a thing. The Ashland Police Department just wouldn't tell me a thing the whole time. I don't trust a thing in their thing. Like I said, as soon as it came out that I was pushing charges, they accidentally leaked. And I asked about, like, why wasn't something done about that? Somebody let that out. What cop did that? No one. No one got in trouble for anything that went wrong in this. It was just blatant F you, Fink. It don't matter. Your daughter don't matter. We're going to save these people. We're going to cover, like, it's that obvious. The lack of information makes it that obvious. That missing freaking file makes it that obvious. That DA statement makes it that obvious. But anyhow, I just got a new hashtag Justice for Callie sign I'm hanging up outside. So I just wanted to have something, a video that I could link to. So whenever people type that, something actually comes up that's related to it. Because, I mean, it is, like, again, I haven't made many videos or anything because it's just so freaking hard to talk about. And after this started happening, I made a video or two. I made a video, like I said, pointing out how messed up that DA statement was. Please check it out on my YouTube. After that, my lawyer, Eric, the worthless one, that never did, I asked him, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, I'm doing all that. We just gotta wait. We just gotta wait. That's all I ever heard from that man. That and lies about how they wouldn't have each other's back and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I forget where I was going with that. I'm sorry. Again, this is all just so hard. But, yeah, just remember. I lost, honestly. But yeah, I just wanted to have some new content out. So whenever this, oh yeah, that's whenever this came out and that started happening, my lawyer saying all that. I got a call from him one night after I made that video, like literally a day or two after I made that video, saying that he got a call from Bewley's lawyers, Janet Bewley's lawyers, called my lawyer, and threatened me. If I didn't shut up, they were going to make my life trouble. You don't think my life is fucking troubled enough? You haven't done enough damage? And like, this sucks. Like, I don't even want to do this, but it's just so wrong, I feel like I have to. I'm sorry for being emotional. Happy holidays. And, you know, Merry Christmas, especially to the Ashland Police Department, D.A. Meany, Janet Bewley, Christine from Edgar Snyder, Zelensky Young or whatever, and Eric from Gruber and Gruber. I just hope you guys all sleep right tight at night. Please share this. Please share my story. Thank you.